Look how many people came out of that block. They must have been at the funeral.
You're my boy, Blue!
Welcome back to Viridian County. I am your host with the most from coast to coast, and I ain't afraid of no ghosts. They call me Red Kool-Aid. Man, our last episode, we built this dope little East Sullivan area. It's for the gangsters, and it's time to fill in this little last area right here. I've been kind of avoiding this area because it's in a super funny spot. It's on like the whole thing is on a hill. So I had to try to make some executive decisions. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to level off this one little part. We're going to save this for last. We're going to make a little dope park out of this or something like that. I haven't fully decided at this point, but I do know one thing I want to do is I want to raise one of these streets. Y'all know by now, it's the 29th episode. I like to play with the heights. So we're going to raise this one street up. Like I said, this neighborhood is on a really funny spot, and I've been avoiding this. Let's check this and make sure we can get some clearance. Slide this node down a little bit, level that all out. Keep me in line. There we go. There we are. All right. And yeah, so I wanted to be able to play with the heights and stuff, but I did want to give myself like a level surface to start with for at least the transportation and a little bit of commercial. You know, just I'm still going to sprinkle my commercial around. Y'all know my stilo by now, but I did want to have like a little hub kind of centered around this New York style subway station. This is one of my favorite subway stations because it has like the little open entrances. Let's make a little funny loop to connect up, and let's go ahead and start laying down some surfaces. I'm gonna be kind of doing some of the what will be considered detailing as I go, because I want to kind of get a feel for the whole area. I don't want it to get away from me and it just start turning into like tedious work. So I want to do some of the sexy stuff while we go, like putting these little iron girders. I like using these on my train, on my my rail bridges. Man, I ain't finna talk y'all to death. Let's speed some of this up. So we kind of got like a little base to start with. I'm gonna use one of these West Coast offices down here, but I'm super indecisive about the placement of this. I'm actually gonna slide this over, and I'm gonna put some of these strip mall assets right here under the bridge. Like I'm actually gonna slide this one over too. Move out of my way, barbershop. I don't need you. I thought I did. We're gonna put this like actually under there. That's why I wanted to give myself a little extra space with those nodes for the bridge, because I knew it was gonna be a situation where I wanted to put something up there and I didn't want it to be like no space for people to actually walk past the stores. Let's turn this into a little pizzeria using some properinos. These are actually grocery store posters, but you know, you can't really read what's on them. One of them does say eggs though. Maybe you can buy eggs here too. They're cool with that. You can come in and get you can get eggs on a pizza. Put some of these decals down and some of these pipes. I want the area to look really like, you know, kind of run down, little Gotham City. Let's put this bike rack. And oh yeah, I can't believe I haven't mentioned it by now. Yo, we're using a lot of, I told y'all last episode we was gonna OD on the Brooklyn Queens assets. Yo, these assets, I wish, like, man, if the whole vanilla game looked like this, I probably would have used way less assets from the beginning. These are some really, the textures on them. The textures is what I like. And a lot of that vanilla stuff be looking janky, man. But look, we got a nice little base we starting with. And you know what? I don't like that sign. We're gonna change that sign. Not that sign. That's just an underground sign. We like that Hudson sign. That's gotta go. Let's swap that out. I done had this the whole time and never used it. I like that. Now we cooking with gas. Come on, baby. Slide this down. Come on. Get down there. There we go. Westlake Theater. I'm not done detailing this yet. We got to sprinkle some stuff around. Like I said, I'm going along and kind of detailing as I go. So, I'll pop in and out. See, it's better. See, we don't OD on these queens. They're really good, yo. The porches, the variations on the porches, they really give you a lot of like different options for different spaces. So I think this is one of the better packs they done released as far as just straight up residentials. Like them, what is that, mid-century modern? Them joints is fire. Like they been going crazy lately, yo. Like people be, hating and talking they little stuff about the devs and the game creators or whatever, but yo, they the goats to me, man. They let the asset creators go crazy with these, man. We gonna mix it in with some of these other things that we've already used around the city, like this Nolan Mills. This is actually a residential asset. Don't worry, it's not like industrial pollution coming out of that. This been RICO'd as a residential a long time ago, like a high density residential. I'm going to keep the detailing going as we go, like I said, just to make it shorter on the back end. Let's go.
Hey, yo, it's 98.5 City Sounds, man. Shout out to them folks over in Franklin, Harper's Ferry. My people's up in Evans Ford, Sunset Park, Temple, all that. Yo, matter of fact, shout out to everybody in the whole Viridian County, man. We going up. It's 98.5 City Sounds. Stay tuned.
By now, the bane of my existence is the school assets, especially vanilla. None of them ever match anything I'm doing, so I decided to use PO on one of these apartment buildings. I'm gonna make my own little school. It's probably not too many students up in here. This might be like a little prep school or something, you know what I'm saying? A little private joint. Gotta get you a voucher to come up in here. Definitely gonna wear you one of them little Carlton Bank sweaters or something like that. You coming up in here with your act right. You acting here no fool. They ain't sending you home. They sending you home. You get suspended from here. We gonna go ahead and lay out the rest of these buildings for the area. Like, I'm not even gonna hold y'all. This is a lot of buildings, but because we really want to finalize this whole thing, I can't leave it open. This is the grand finale, baby. So it's always gotta be a problem. Look at this, man. Come on, why y'all can't just, the street is funny style. Come on. Anyway, yeah, so we're gonna lay out the rest of these joints. It's gonna be a lot of construction sound going on. If y'all haven't noticed, man, we never zoned anything in this whole city. So I mean, it's like 9,000 buildings y'all have watched me plop. Look, I'm going crazy right now. Look, boy, hit them with the variations. Mix it up, keep it fresh. Y'all don't know about I can almost rap over that. We're not gonna drop no bars though. We just gonna keep dropping these houses. This is like the edge of the city right here. So I wanted it to, and I'm not gonna surface paint this whole area. Like I'm gonna put a few paths down, but I'm gonna leave this kind of rugged. Y'all will see one of the shots in the time lapse. I mean, the cinematics. My bad. Stay around for the cinematics, man, because it's like a celebration a little bit, man. You can see some of that other stuff that we did back in the past, not from like the last few 4 or 5 episodes. You want to go see that, just go watch them episodes. But for some back in the past, man, we had to run it back. It's like a clip show almost. Maybe I should should we turn it into a clip show? I'm not going to turn it into a clip show. But it is, a celebration. It's a grand finale. They ought to drop that Boys to Men.
How do I say goodbye?
Never mind, they gonna flag me up, man. Y'all gotta go listen to that. Just listen to that after y'all watch the rest of this video. But real talk, it is kind of, sad to see it go a little bit. Because, I can still remember, like, laying down some of the first stuff. Like, oh, man. But, to be completely honest, the city is a lot bigger than I thought it was gonna be. I really didn't have my spatial reasoning for City Skylines maps down like I thought I did. I thought, getting all these mountains and stuff, it was gonna block me in, but it really didn't. The city kind of sprawled out of control. And that last update was AIDS, my guy. Like, the thing with the trains is weird. The cinematic camera crashes the game. It's so much weirdness going on that it's like that coupled with them announcing City Skylines 2. really kind of sped up the timeline of where maybe I would have lingered for an episode or two, but it's so many things fighting against me. Like I'm glad that I'm glad I am in a space where I can be done and feel like it's done and not feel like I left things unaddressed. There's no story arcs that we didn't tie up. All of the characters got their epilogue episode, so that's how it goes. Anyway, right now I'm just laying out a park because if spatially we're really close to the Jackson Shoe Factory area, so I kind of had to create a buffer zone between where all these people live. So I'm just using some rocks and some trees to kind of pad that out. And this park is like right outside the school, just wanting to fill in some of these little green spaces to where they're kind of funny shaped. Again, I just wanted to feel complete. That space behind this, between this district, but I don't think I ever. As a matter of fact, the game calls this district Anchor Heights, and that name didn't bother me that much. I'm sure there was a doper name. I'm sure I could have thought about it more, but it just didn't bother me that much. It wasn't Myrtle, so I just like, you know what, we can rock with this. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't Myrtle Heights. It was Anchor Heights. We can rock with that. I'm gonna lay down this police station because these people over here definitely need 12. You hanging around up under that underpass. Police need to ride by there and make sure nobody's selling no cracks every once in a while. Selling them cracks and weeds. I know what's going on. Oh yeah, and I had this death block back here for like 5. Look how many people came out of that block. They must have been at the funeral.
You're my boy, Blue!
But yeah, in the spirit of completion, we're gonna really put some death care back here. One of these little fancier funeral homes. And this little area right in here, it's like I was about to say, it separates the two neighborhoods. But I'm actually gonna do something with that in a minute. Don't worry, we're not gonna leave that just trees. I just wanna lay down a couple liquor stores and stuff right here on the edge. Kind of line this area. Make sure we use that sign. I love this Central Wine and Liquor. I love a lot of King Leno props, man. Y'all, he really OD'd, man. He the GOAT, and he'll always be the GOAT. I can't wait to see. I'm hoping he includes himself in CS2, and I'm hoping, he keep putting out that 5, man. I wanted to put this little area right here with some of these ain't really Cliff's Huxtables. These more like them living singles right here. I'm gonna go ahead and put some junipers down, a couple of planters. I'm really gonna OD right here on the detailing. I'm gonna let the park do that. And this whole area was a never-ending game of surfaces and retaining walls. Surface, retaining wall. Surface, retaining wall. Put the props right there. Make sure you put some trash. It was a lot of that. But again, this is probably why I've been avoiding it for this long, because I knew it was going to be a lot of that. A lot of building on hills. But, I couldn't call the series complete if I just left this unattended. So we going to tend it right now. And make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all follow that TikTok. TikTok is going crazy right now. And we got some new things, man. We got things coming. Y'all, I hope y'all ain't like, oh man, I hope he gonna do another. Man, come on, bro. We already cooking. So little spots like this, I knew were gonna bother me if I left them unfinished. I knew I could see them in cinematics and it was gonna bother me. Oh yeah, and I found this Woolworths assets. Yo, hey, we gonna drag that right there. I feel like that was perfect. It's perfect, right? I love it. Now, speaking of that little area that separates these neighborhoods, I'm gonna put like a disused train line right here. And we're just gonna put some veg. Look at these little hangy tropical dealies they had on the asset workshop. I felt like that added to it. Make like, look, I Am Legend out here. Gonna put a few rocks down, some smaller rocks, and this is just kind of like a little barrier between the fancier folks, y'all know how they do, and the people that live in these Brooklyns and Queens. These Brooklyns and Queens, they ain't getting money like the people up there on Sugar Hill and all that. Speaking of hills, we gotta go ahead and we gotta handle this. And I know it's got like a little funny shape right there. Are you gonna balance that? No, I'm not. I'm gonna leave it funny style. I like the imperfections, but we are gonna dress her up before we take her to the prom. So let's go ahead and wrap one of these old school brick keys around this. We ain't used these in a while. And we're gonna make sure all of this is the exact same height down here. These bottom nodes. The hill, I want it to be funny shape. I want it to be a little bit of imperfection. How that diner kind of sits, kind of crooked like that. I like that, man. It's all good. We build it on a hill. That's what happens when you build on hills. Let's go ahead and line up these nodes, though. I don't know why it's not cooperating with me right now. Let's go ahead and make sure all this is the same. These bottom nodes need to be the same height. Everything else you can just do your thing, Liu Kang. As long as you let me, I'm gonna have to use a smaller building right here. I can already see this ain't gonna see. Look, I just knocked about 4-5 people off their couch right there when I did that. I'm gonna have to use a smaller building. But we're gonna keep wrapping this key around. And we go. Come on. Come on. Yeah, this gotta go. This building right here, y'all got to go. My bad, y'all. Y'all are evicted. Thanos snap. Can I get the deck? Golly, move it. There we go. Yeah, so we're gonna put a little skinny back building right there. You know what I'm saying? One of them skinny backs. And we're gonna line this bottom part with some river rocks just to make it kind of feel a little fancier than it definitely is. Like, we know these people that ain't getting no money like that, but they parks department ain't playing around. How about that? Just gonna use some of these smaller rocks. This actually takes forever and a day. And some little bit of grass and some foliage and some whatnot just to fill it all. That mountain grass be looking good on the zoom in. On the zoom out, it be looking crazy. On the zoom in, though, it be looking like that Narnia grass. So now we're going to use some of this regular old American earth grass to line the fence line just to make it look kind of overgrown. And some of these tufts of lawn tufts. I can't say that word right. Anyway, I was going through picking different kind of park assets to try to see what I could make. And, I kind of thought this sunken joint with enough detailing would be fire. But this is the last park of the city. Like, is that the best we can do? Really?
Whack.
So I am going to use one of the sunken joints, just not this one. I'm going to use one that's kind of blank. That way I can do my own thing. You feel me? Just do my own thing. So we're going to go through. What am I doing? There we are. Sunken. It's just like an empty court. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to detail the balls out of this thing. So y'all don't go anywhere. I definitely have to speed this up. It's like 1,000 bushes. But oh yeah, I wanted to get like a cool custom kind of statue main center point, something that kind of symbolizes, Viridian County. And this is kind of like a brotherhood kind of statue to me anyway. That's what it represents. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, help me out, dog. I ain't doing too good, man. Reach out, helping hand. So that's kind of the vibe of the city anyway. So we're going to use one of these blocks to kind of make like a platform. I didn't kind of want it down on the ground. I wanted it to be like, kind of monumentish. Anyway, I'm going to speed this up. Check it out. Now that's fire, right? Like, y'all can't tell me that ain't fire. Like, shut your face. We gotta lay these bollards down though, cause Goofy's will drive right into the park, bro. We can't park right here. To finish off this area, we need some fire coverage, cause it's a lot of trees. I'm gonna lay down one of these Brooklyn reworked, not the DLC Brooklyns. and one of these Brooklyn reworks, and that pretty much does it for. No, wait, we got this spot right here, and I'm gonna use some of these New England townhouses, like the fancies. You know, the fancies be staying across the street from the parks. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna definitely make sure they got their representation. Surface paint some of this down. Nothing too crazy. We just gonna throw some fences and some bushes down. Like I said, I just wanted to all feel complete. Didn't want it to be like no giant area, like why it ain't nothing right there. I did have this one area I wanted to build some mansions in, but screw that. You know what I'm saying? Like, these mods is going crazy on me right now, man. I ain't even gonna hold you, yo. Like, I don't know what happened. That last update just came through, like, I don't know. It came through in John Wick, my situation, yo. Like, bruh, can I live, man? Please. But ladies and gentlemen, that is the ball game, yo. And that park right there, that makes me feel like, you know, I don't know, man. It's giving vibes right now, man. Them Brooklyn Queens go crazy. If you ain't copped them yet, go check them out. They definitely worth the couple dollars. I'm definitely feeling mission complete right now. There is one little spot by the highway that I had to go fill in off camera just for my personal OCD, but this is definitely mission complete. But fear not, we're not done, yo. Like, we are in this space now. This City Skylines, I'm in this. Y'all gonna have to deal with me, dog.
Deal with me, dog.
You gonna have to deal with me, dog. I'm here to play ball. I'm not calming down. I'm not toning it down. If anything, I'm finna lean in. So y'all gotta tap in. That's why I say, man, y'all gotta follow me, subscribe, do all that, cause we about to go even more crazy. Man, we just getting started, man. Run my cinematics, man. Run my cinematics. Hey, man, it's been a vibe, man. I need y'all to tap in. I need y'all to tell somebody to tell somebody. And the reason why I say that is because we already see the algorithm ain't letting me play ball. We gonna have to do this word of mouth. Nipsey say some people gotta take the stairs. That's what we doing. Don't worry about it. Just tell somebody. Tell your peoples. Get in them discords. We gonna run it up. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm your host, Red Kool-Aid, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next one.